Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, A Cup of Art. I'm your host Star today, and I have another video. If you're new to this channel, this is run by two sisters who absolutely love art. But if you've seen our videos before, which is not a lot of people, please consider subscribing if you liked our content thus far and you like our art. Okay, with that intro aside, let's get into the video. So I've been seeing this trend. I don't know if it's a trend actually because I don't keep up with trends on social media, but I've been seeing this around YouTube a lot where people dress up as different aesthetics. And so I thought I can do that trend. They would generally generate like the aesthetics in a generator, and then they would dress up as a generated aesthetic. So I thought I would take that idea and draw that generated aesthetic. To the best of my ability, I suck at clothing. I'm learning character design as I progress and as I draw more people and draw more full body artworks. I'm learning character design as I go, so I literally suck at everything, but I wanted to try my best. So right now there's probably a screen recording going on of where I generated aesthetics. My original plan was to draw the first 5 that was generated for me, but I didn't know some of the aesthetics that were popping up. And yes, I realized I could have just searched it up, but I decided I want to put less stress and make this as easy as possible. So instead, I just generated a couple, I screen recorded, and then went back to my screen recording and just pick 5 at first that I wanted to draw. But then I decided to just only do 4. So the aesthetics were grunge, cyberpunk, angelcore, and then clowncore, or somewhere along that line. And I thought that out of everything I generated, that was going to be, those were going to be the easiest for me. Next, I was also going to generate a color palette, but then I decided that if I was going to try to draw these aesthetics as true as to be, if I give them the generated color palettes, it might mess everything up. So I then went to Pinterest, and I'll show you guys a screen recording of my Pinterest board. And I just basically wrote angelcore on Pinterest, which didn't really give me a lot of like people. It gave me a lot of pieces of dresses, maybe like flowers. It gave me a lot of jewelry. I understood kind of based on the pictures, but I really did want to see like someone full body dressed up in this quote unquote angelcore. I've never heard of angelcore before I did this, but that's what I got for angelcore. I did the same thing for grunge. I got a lot of things for grunge, very similar things. I did the same thing for cyberpunk. I wrote cyberpunk aesthetic. I tried to get someone dressed up in maybe like a cosplay cyberpunk outfit. Couldn't find that. I got more of cyberpunk artwork, and I then went there and I clicked on this artwork, it took me to this artwork, until I was able to find some type of clothing. So I saved it onto the board, and then I also did clown, but the clown aesthetic only gave me like clown makeup and not outfit, so that was also a challenge within itself. But okay, all that aside, I have my 4 aesthetics. Let's get into the drawing process. Now, the drawing process was extremely hard for me because, one, not only am I drawing 4 different girls, I'm drawing them all within the same piece. I really wish I had them interacting more or something because the piece is already stiff as it is. I just wish it looked like they were all supposed to be in the same place rather than having 4 different individual like pieces look like it was like photoshopped or collaged together, if you know what I mean. Like they all stick out. It doesn't look together, if that makes sense. But hey, next time I know. So I started off just kind of outlining, like you saw, the basics of each of the pose, and then I went into details in like specific girl, and I drew her full like body. I did facial features. I like actually did the actual, I guess, quote unquote detailed sketch. And when I finished with that girl, then I moved on to the next girl. And this was like the easiest step ever because I already had those bubble box outlines. And basically, those bubble box outlines were where, like, there was just like too good that I basically could just trace over it. I didn't really need to tweak that much things, but I did here and there. And so I did my order was always grunge, cyberpunk, agecore, clown, but sometimes it mixed up based on what I wanted to work on. I don't know how many days this took me to do, but I think collectively it might have been around 12 hours, but I'll put the actual time on the screen because I don't really remember. But I remember that each hour to 3 hours I would work on it in that day or whatever day I was doing it. I would either focus on one thing, like I would do all liner, all flat color. I would only do the hair. Like one day I just only did the hair. And some other days I was like, no, I just want to focus on one character. So I just focused on that character, and that could have taken me a long time to do. Also because I was distracted watching anime, but whatever. My favorite part of this is definitely this part right now where you see me drawing the clothing. I just like that gold color. I don't know. I just absolutely loved it. The gold color looks so good. And I'm seeing that for this cyberpunk girl, there are pieces of her outfit that I'm missing. She had, because all the cyberpunk pictures that I saw had them like belts or bandages, so or like cuffs on their arms and legs. So I made sure I did that. So she's like a cuff on her wrist that with the hand that's up. Then she's like cross bandages. And then she has one on her like upper shoulder, on her right arm still. On her left arm, she has a cuff in the middle of her arm. Another cross her leg, she has something like that too. And I didn't even realize I completely left that out, which sucks because I absolutely love that. And I think that her outfit was the one that, her and the Angel Court outfit was the one that felt a lot lackluster to me and so flat that I wish I had remembered all those details. I would always go back and watch my time-lapse play while I was working just to see how far I've come and see if I had missed anything. And I didn't even realize I missed a lot. That really, really does suck, but whatever, it's okay. Next time I design a character, I'm going to make sure I add all the bandages and belts that I want. My least favorite part is definitely the face for everyone, or mostly the cyberpunk and the Angel Core girl, because I think I drew the expression for the grunge girl like really, really good. I like the expression for the clown girl. The cyberpunk girl, her fresh expression's mostly neutral with like the mouth, but I made sure I have like the eyebrows arched to give her some type of expression. And then the Angel Core girl, she has some type of expression because her mouth is open. So they all hopefully evoke different type of expressions. But in the beginning, I really thought about erasing completely the cyberpunk and the Angel Core girl because their face, I don't know what it was, but something was so off and I did not like it. Later on, I did realize that it was probably due to their eyes being too big, so I kept shrinking it a lot. And I didn't want to do that at first because the grunge girl and the they all had the same size of eyes. I made sure of that, but it still looked off with the cyberpunk and the Angel Core girl. And I shrink it a little bit. I didn't shrink it a lot. But as of right now, I don't hate it. But then maybe later on, I would probably wish I shrinked it literally all the way. So yeah, the part that was, I hated the expression. But once I kind of fixed that, the next thing that I hated in the piece, or just didn't like at the time in the piece, was the hairs. I suck at hair. I still do this. Everything looks very stiff. There's like, it's all one dimension. The Angel Core girl, her hair looks like a sheet of paper. So that kind of sucked. But I tried my best and I'm still practicing and learning. I'm watching an anime. It's still like ongoing right now. But while I was doing the hair, I was watching an anime. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put on the screen right now. But I mean, all animes do this, but like I really noticed it in this anime because I don't tend to pay attention too much. But you like a character will have their hair and then they'll have their shadows, but then there will be these like extra like line or dots of highlight in a character's hair. And that anime does that, and or at least that I know a lot of animes do that, but I really noticed it in that one, and so I kind of added it into these pieces. So for the cyberpunk girl, you can see the light blue streaks and like the bunch of lines. The grunge girl, she has a little bit of it. And I remembered I had done that, like a similar thing to that in another piece I did. Maybe if I find it, I'll put it on the screen and can't exactly remember what piece it was, but I did the same thing to that piece here, and so I realized that I really like that detailed. I really like that look, and maybe not. I will continue that. But yeah, my favorite girl out of everything is the grunge girl. I just like everything about it. I like the hair. I like the outfits. I like the color palette. I wish I could make that orange slightly darker. I just wanted the characters to have some type of defining color that connects them all because they're all different color palettes. So I made it orange. So maybe that worked, maybe I didn't. It definitely didn't work because the Angel Core girl does not mix well with the purple. I should have made it pink because I could have added pink somewhere to the grudge girl, maybe her hair or something, because that orange does not work out. But I can't really do anything about it anymore. But I really like the grunge girl out, her whole character. I like the whole thing. I just love it. I love the expression. I love everything. And then I really like the cyberpunk girl's outfit, and then like the bold, like, I don't know, makeup or whatever they put on top of her eyelashes, or not, her eyeliner. And yeah, those are my two favorites. For the Angel Core girl, a lot of them had flowers, so I thought adding flowers might have done something, might have been good. I don't know. I think it also, like, it doesn't ruin the piece because her outfit was just already a mess from the beginning, but it doesn't help it either. But I think that if it was blank, I would have scrapped it. I would have scrapped her whole character and make it 3. Everything was on its own layer, so all I really had to do was shift the clown girl right in the middle of the cyberpunk girl and the grunge girl, or move the cyberpunk girl to where the Angel Core girls was, to make it work. But yeah, I really hope, I'm not really talking much about my process or anything. I'm just rambling based on what I'm seeing on the screen as it's playing right in front of me. But I really did like this piece. I like taking my time. I knew for a fact that I would have rushed this piece 5 hours or less, maybe 3 hours. But I love how I took my time. I did miss a lot of details, like I said, for the cyberpunk girl. She was supposed to have a lot more on her arms and legs, but I would have missed a lot more. It would have been just like so suckish, and it might not really look like it, but I've stepped up my game. If you go on my Instagram and you look at anything I ever drawn, nothing has an expression. Unless I'm like in my sketchbook, I'm drawing an anime character and I'm using a reference. Anything I draw is always neutral face. And I try to be like, oh, the character is like blushing, or the character is doing something with their face, and I add blush. Blush is not going to help give a character facial expressions, like that's not gonna help convey the emotion only. Like, you need to do a little bit more. And so my sketchbook, one of my last couple pages, I just have a bunch of like little tiny faces and little different expressions. And I told myself the next piece I work digitally, because I see myself as a digital artist, next piece that I work on digitally, I have to do expressions for, and this happens to be the next piece. And I'm really proud of myself that I did not do neutral face, closed lips. I went above and beyond for my, like, to my standard. I know this is probably just like standard and normal for other people, but I'm gushing that I was able to draw an expression and try to convey some character out of them, because I see them as characters. I don't see them as like stone stick stiff people, even though they look stiff. So hopefully I can draw them again. I really want to do the Cyberpunk girl justice, but I do want to draw them again. Maybe make a storyline for them. You know, they're different aesthetics. Are they a group of friends? Do they all live in the same world, or just they live in different worlds? I just want to combine them together. Who the hell knows? But hopefully I get to draw them again. I gotta stop drawing all these really good, or in my head, really good characters, and then never drawing them ever again. I see like OCs as OCs in my comic book. If you're not a character in my comic book, you will never be drawn again. So I gotta draw more characters, even though I'm not making like a comic book or a book or a graphic novel or something out of them. I have to draw them again because they're fun. If I had a blast drawing them the first time, why the hell would I continue drawing them again? You know? So hopefully then I can draw them a lot more in my next sketchbook, which I already have. But yeah, we'll see. So thank you guys for watching this mess of a video. I truly appreciate it. Please go check out my Instagram, because around this time where this video is posted, I probably would have posted this picture on Instagram to tell people to hopefully watch the video. Hopefully someone does watch the video. Jen and I, we run this channel together, and we've been doing this for a couple months now. Almost a year. We started this channel around October, so it's leaning almost to a year, and I think we only have 1 subscriber, and like no views in our videos or something like that. So hopefully someone watches this video and just comment something, whether you like it or not. Definitely go check out our Instagram and check out that picture and give it some much needed love. I know that no one knows this really on this channel, but Jen and I, we have a commentary channel. Thankfully, that commentary channel has slightly more subscribers, around 40. So thank you so much if you subscribe to our commentary review channel. I'll put some videos we have done on the screen that Jen and I are proud of. Definitely go check that out if that is what you're into. And thank you guys so much for watching. Jen and I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace.